You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. Welcome, everybody, to your dose of positivity for this week, for this day, for this month, for your life. I am Marlene. I'm the content creator for Marlene Motivates for inspiration, positivity, and encouragement. So, today we're going to talk on the subject of you are the problem. Get out of your own way. So, most of the time, when you're going through a situation, we fail to launch. We fail to do what we need to do in order to progress, in order to succeed. We have to look at ourselves. And yes, I will tell you that it's not an easy thing to look at yourself in the mirror and to be honest, because most of us want to think that we're perfect and we're not. It's okay. It's okay to look at ourselves imperfectly and to be okay and to own our own stuff, own your own mess. It's important for the success and progress of your life, looking at yourself in the mirror and to see what you need to work on. That's a very important thing to look at yourself and to be honest enough to say, this is me and I accept all of it. So, how do we start off by saying that we are the problem in the equation of our life? Most of the time, there's things that we need to do, there's things that you need to do, but we're failing to do it. Why? What are some of the reasons why we fail to do what we need to do? Most of the time, it's things from the past. You have not dealt with things from the past and you're holding yourself back from something that happened to you in your childhood. Another thing is fear. Fear is one of the biggest trials that you can ever have in your life. Overcoming the fear is the beginning of you having some success in your life. So we have to put that fear in its place. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of fear because fear gets you motivated to try something new. It's when we let fear disable us. We let fear take over everything and control us. See, that's when there is a problem and you become the problem. You really will if you fail to see, I'm scared. I have this fear, but I'm going to push through it and I'm going to try it anyways. See, we have nobody to blame in life but ourselves. You have nobody to blame when it comes to you launching your dreams, to you achieving the success that you want in your life. Yes, and that's a big one. Language of horses. We have to stop procrastinating. I know I'm not the only one. I procrastinate too. I procrastinate just like everybody else, but it's the you have to look at the reasons why. Why are you holding back? Why are you procrastinating? Most of the time the procrastination stems from a fear. Either you thinking that you can't do something, either you not believing in yourself enough, you don't love yourself enough, or you have some unresolved issues. We have to get to the target, right to the root of why it is that we're holding back from doing what we want to. See, I had to acknowledge for myself too. I had the fear of what if I really do achieve the success? Now what? You have to be ready for all of that, and that can be so scary. It can disable us till we just give up and we don't even try. See, we have to acknowledge that for ourselves. We have to acknowledge it for ourselves that we may be the problem. We may be the problem. A lot of times we try to sugarcoat it or we try to push it off on somebody else, and say that they're the root of the problem. But at the end of the day, we are grown men and grown women, and we have to accept responsibility for our own self. We have to accept our own mess. We got to accept our own, all of it. You got to own all of it. So when it comes to yourself, your progress, your success in our life, we have to say, we're the problem. We are the one that stands in the way of our own success. So, how do we get out of our own way? Well, here are some of the tools that I was looking at in my notes here. So, number one, we have to get a clean slate. We have to stop beating ourselves up for our previous mistakes or what other people are beating us up for. We have to give ourselves permission to thrive. We have to forgive ourselves and we have to forgive other people. Because if you don't have a clean slate in your life, all of that is going to full up your head with all of these things like, I can't, I won't, I'm stupid, I'm foolish, I can't try, I can't succeed. See, that's the sabotage. That's the problem that we have when we don't put things in its right place. When you look at something you know is wrong and you know that that's not you, we have to stop listening to that. Own your own mess. You can't control what somebody else does and says to you, but you can control what you do and say to yourself. So, what do you want to accomplish in your career, in your personal life, hobbies, or in life? All of that is up to you. See, we have to get up and keep ourselves motivated. I'll say that again. We have to get up and get our own self motivated. So we have to ask ourselves, why am I choosing this particular goal? What is the result of what you want? What are your intentions? How will your life change and improve if you reach this goal? See, we have to focus on the why. Why am I doing this? Why do I want it? See, that is going to help us to jumpstart and get into the solution. See, why we become problems is when we don't face those fears. Why? Why am I doing this? See, when we clearly define our why, and when our why is big enough, it can push past any fear, any doubt, any trauma that you have been in the past. It goes all into you. It goes right into the root of who you are. See, you have to be fully convinced in who you are and where you can go and what you can do. See, if you aren't convinced of who you are and where you could go and what you can be, it stops right there. See, that's the problem with most people. They don't want to accept and receive that they had a past. And then they get stuck in that past and they say, this is how my family has been for generations, and you don't heal and you don't forgive, and you're walking around and you're angry and you're bitter and your blood pressure is high and you're ready to fight somebody and you have a bad attitude. But look at it. You are the problem in the equation. Yes, you can't change what somebody did to you, but you can change the way you think about things. You can change your attitude towards the situation. You don't have to be nasty and bitter, take it out on other people, snapping and popping off at everybody. No, you don't have to do that. See, that's a choice in your life. You have to choose success. You have to choose a good attitude. You have to choose to want to heal and forgive and be positive. See, you are the problem in the equation. You can be the problem in the equation. See, you have to choose to not be a problem. You have to choose to want to take care of and handle the things that have happened to you in your family. You have to choose to have a positive attitude. You have to choose to not be bitter. Most of the time, we don't want to accept it. Oh, my mom was this way, my dad was this way, my cousin is that way, this person is that way. And we hide behind that. We hide behind excuses for our entire life. Yes, in certain areas of my life, I pray that God gives gives me not only the desire but the power to act. I realize that I have to give God something to bless. Yes, we have to get busy. See, we keep asking for things and you're envious of other people. And why do they have what they have? But see, the difference between a person who has the success is that they keep getting up. They get up, they get up, they get up over and over and over again. They try, they ask questions. See, most people have the problem where they have an idea and they have a plan in their brain, in their mind, but they fail to launch when they hit a roadblock. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, nobody in my family has done this, or this is my age, or I don't have the finances. See, you can always hide behind an excuse. See, that's a problem. That's a problem when you let fear overtake you. It's a problem when you let your past define your present. See, that's the problem. You are the problem in the equation. But the question is, what are you willing to do to change your present? See, we have to understand, my motivators, that you cannot change what happened to you before, but you can change your attitude and outlook to your present and your future success. I'll say that again. You may not be able to change your past, but you can change your attitude and your thinking towards your situation today and in the future. See, you're going to launch. You can take to flight. You can succeed once you allow yourself, say, I give myself permission to thrive. I give myself permission to succeed. I'm going to try. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep a positive attitude. I'm not bitter to my past any longer. See, your past gives you the tools, gives you things that you need to learn. Maybe your past was bitter and nasty to you, but you can use it as your launching tool. See, what happened to me hurt me, and now I am stronger. Now I'm introduced to courage. Now I'm introduced to self love. Now I know what self respect is. See, there's always something you can learn. See, you can shift things from being a problem into being a progress in your life. You can choose to be bitter or you can choose to be better. See, every day you wake up, it's a choice. Am I going to be bitter today? Am I going to be better? Am I going to go out there and try? Am I going to step outside of the box? See, all of those are personal choices that nobody can do this for you but you. Nobody can make you love yourself. Nobody can make you forgive whatever it is. And each of us has things that has happened to us in the journey of our life. But are you going to stay stuck in that? Are you going to hit pause? See, that's the problem with most people. Something happened to you, a trauma, a painful situation, and yes, it hurt. Yes, you're mad. Yes, you're disappointed. Yes, you're not where you want to be. But have you hit pause in your life? See, that's the problem. Take that pause button off and hit play. All up to you. It's a personal choice every day. You can choose to pause your life or you can choose to hit play and get out there and do something about it. See, it's all about the action. It's all about the action. Nobody can do anything for you but you. Make it up in your mind. Lock it in. Believe in yourself. I believe in myself no matter what this person, that person, who I'm in a relationship with, the job, my age, my health. See, there's some things that you can't control. We have to focus in and narrow in on what we can do, what you can change, what you can be. See, there's nothing but success. There's nothing but you taking to flight and succeeding and being in enlightenment and possessing all the joy that you want and you deserve if you believe that. So you have to believe in yourself more. You have to believe in yourself enough. You have to know what you are, and who you belong to. See, don't give up in any of that. Know that you're not alone in any struggle, any difficulty. anything that you have been through in the past. Look at yourself in the mirror and you say and speak over your life. I'm committed to love myself. I'm committed to love myself today and in the future. See, that should give you a, a boost in your arm. I'm committed to love myself. And when you're committed to something, no matter what comes, no matter what tries to hit you, no matter what blows life comes at you with, commit yourself, commit to yourself. No matter what anybody else thinks about you, who cares? Sometimes people walk around and they act like they're better than you, and that you're stupid and that you can't do anything. And so we have to shut off. We have to close our eyes to the looks of other people, the judgments of other people. Yes, sometimes it hurts, but we can't let what somebody else thinks about us holds us back and drags us backwards when it's time for us to move forward. When it's time for you to put your foot on the gas and go. All personal choices. All of it is personal choices. So how do we get out of our own way and achieve success? Number one, we got to remove the clutter. You got to remove all the clutter, all of that junk that's in your mind, all of those trauma, all the times where you I don't know, I wonder, I can, I won't. You got to remove all of those things from your mind and you got to replace them with other things. Turn your cans into cans and your won'ts into will, shouldn't into should. Gotta replace that. It's positive mind thinking. It's mindset shifting. No matter what it is that you thought you were. See, that's in the past. But today you can shift your thinking into a positive one. No matter what you have been through, it does not mean that is what you are. See, you are not your storm. And we have to say to our storm, thank you. And I know that's hard and I know that's difficult. But you got to say to your storm, thank you for what you've done so that you could teach me strength, that you could teach me courage, that you could teach me to love myself. You could teach me to respect myself. See, there's always something that you can learn in the midst of your storm. Point number two, we got to trust in ourselves. You got to trust in yourself more. You may trust yourself, but you got to trust yourself more. And that's why I say you got to convince yourself. You have to convince yourself. If you're not fully convinced in what you want to do, what you want to be, and who you are, you're always gonna go to one side or the other. You're always gonna teeter totter up or down. So you got to stay level. You got to stay level. No matter what situation happens, we can't control that. Don't let your worthiness, don't let your respect, don't let your courage, don't let your power be affected by other people. You got to take control over that. When some foolishness comes at you, you got to be ready. Have your shield and your guards up. That's what you think. That's your own mess, your own junk. Stop taking other people's mess and receiving them as your own. Give it back to them. So that's not my mess. That's not my mess and that's not my problem. What other people's problems are is not yours. Okay? Point number four, we got to meditate, relax, deep breathe. See, we get in our own way a lot of times just because we won't take a break. You're so busy doing for everybody but yourself. You're too busy trying to do for other people and control things and be in control of it, but you're not doing anything to control your own mess, your own things that you have going on. You got to take some time for yourself. Be in the moment with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love who I am. I love who I am. I love who I am today. I love who I'm going to be in the future. I love the impact of my personality and what I can do for other people. So you got to look at things and shift it. Even if you're not where you want to be, you got to shift it. You have to shift it. See, we have to get out of our own way, no matter what it is that you were taught or the things that you thought of in the past, or even things it may bubble up to the surface sometimes. You have to get out of your own way, and you got to meditate on your own love. You got to reflect on that thing. Anytime you feel that fear, your failure to launch, when you're holding yourself back, when you're procrastinating, you got to ask yourself, why am I doing that? And it's in the meditation where you convince yourself. It's in the meditation where you say, I love myself, where you tell yourself, I can do this, I believe in myself. See, people fail to meditate. They don't take that time. Anytime you're not going and doing things, you just need to stop sometime for a moment and convince yourself. My meditation time is my time where I love on myself and I speak to myself. And then I take a deep breath and I say, just relax. Just relax. It's okay. This too shall pass. Whatever it is that you're going through, this too shall pass. And then you say, and I'm going to get up again and I'm going to fight. See, we have to do that for ourselves. We got to get out of our own way. Next point, be yourself. There's a lot of people who are just little statues, little puppets of other people. Whatever other people say they should be, that's who they are. Whoever um, the entertainment field says we should be, however they say we should look, however it says we should think, that's what they accept and receive. We have to think for ourselves, what do I want? What do I believe? What do I love about myself? See, it all goes back inwardly. We have to be ourselves and we have to receive it. Say, this is me and I love me and I am somebody and I am strong and I'm courageous and victorious and I love on myself and there is nobody that can be me. And that's the best part. See, confidence will get you through any trial that you're going through. Be confident with yourself. We have to, whatever it is that we're going through, this is the next point. It's very important to have a drama-free zone. There's lots of drama on the outside, on the external. Even internally, we have our own mess and things that we go through, the feelings of worthlessness. We all deal with it, but you got to put it in its right place. See, we can't, there's drama outside, but we don't have to have the drama inside. See, you have to have peace within yourself. No matter what it is outside, whatever it is, your situation and the people that are around you, you have to claim that peace for yourself. Make it be drama free. Don't take your past into your present. Don't take your past. Listen. Don't take your past into your present. Forgive yourself of that thing. See, it will eat you up, chew you up, and spit you out. You got to speak over your life. That's who I was. Don't bring that here today. That's what somebody else thinks. Don't bring it here today. Put it in its place. I am not my past. I am my present. And claim your present. And say, I love who I am. I love who I can be. I love that I am stronger. I love that I am committed to myself. I love that I respect myself. Love that about yourself. See, we can't change the outside, but we can definitely change the inside. Okay? Yes. We definitely can change the inside. Remember that. And this is the last point. No, there's two more points. We have to trust ourselves. See, that is the reason why a lot of times We become the problem in things because we're looking for other people to fill us up. See, all of us are empty at a certain point, but we have to choose to fill up our own cup. So, are you filling up your cup with love, with strength, motivation, self worth, fear less, not fearful, fear less? We have to fill up our cup with those things. Knowing your ability, knowing your strength, knowing who you are, knowing who you belong to. You have to claim that thing. You got to claim it and receive it. Even when you're scared, even when you're uncomfortable. See, that's when you're right on the brink of success. See, we have to claim things before we get it. Before you even see, before you even know the way, we have to claim it. And you have to be ready for it. Not get ready. You have to be ready. So trust yourself. You have the tools. Listen to yourself when something is telling you, I don't think that's good, or I don't think this person is right. Don't try to go over that. Listen to your instincts. Listen to your conscience. You don't want to go back. You don't want to go back and be sorry later. Trust yourself and love yourself enough to respect yourself and know that you can do things. So get out of your own way. And this is the last and most important thing. The last and the most important thing. You have to love yourself. Love yourself. I think that's the most important thing out of all of these things, how to get out of your own way, is you got to love yourself. And you can say, I love myself. You got to love yourself more. You got to invest in yourself more. Do some things for yourself, maybe that you didn't do before. No matter what your age is, we can always have more love for ourselves. Receive all of the parts, the pieces of you, and love who you are. All of your idiosyncrasies, all of the things that maybe other people think is awkward or weird or strange. Love that about yourself. That's what separates you from other people. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you special. Love that about yourself. See, if more people could look at themselves in the mirror and say, I love who I am. I love the queen or the king that I am, and receive that. And no matter what other people do or say, you're not affected. You're not affected what other people say or do because you're too busy doing you and being you. Too busy. See, the whole point is that most people slow down enough to, like when people get into a car accident, people are so busy looking at the train wreck of other people's life. See, you don't have time to slow down and look at yourself and compare and point fingers and gossip. See, that means you're not busy enough in doing you and being you. See, the more that you're spending time on yourself and you're busy in your own lane, we got to learn to stay in our own lane more and stop looking at other people and getting sidetracked. See, you're convinced of your love for yourself. That thing is deep. It's like an ocean. Dive into loving yourself more and doing things for yourself. Stop being cheap. Go and take that vacation. Go and do something that you've been wanting to do. I know there's somebody out there that message is for. There's something that you've been wanting to do, but you're holding back because of something, because maybe your age, maybe the finances. But if you want to do something, you will make a way. If there's something that you want to be, do it. Don't let anybody, don't let any trial, don't let your past hold you back. You just be you unapologetically. Do you hear me? Be yourself unapologetically and love yourself. Every piece of you, every part of you. Respect yourself and love yourself enough and speak it over your life. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am a conqueror. I'm victorious. I believe in myself, and there's nothing that I can't do. I know this message is for somebody. I know there is somebody that this message is for. Don't let anybody define you. You define you. And pat yourself on the back. If you haven't done it today, start today. Pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, I'm proud of you for every struggle, for every hurdle, for every hill, for every valley, for every time when you were on your knees, for every time when your back was against the wall. And it may have broke somebody else, but it did not break you. And you're still here. And I'm still here. And I say thank you. I'm still here. I'm still here. You're still here. Love that about yourself. You achieved. You conquered. You're victorious. You love on yourself. You are deserving, willing, able, and capable. Never give up. Never give up. Love yourself enough to keep trying and to keep being yourself. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates, where I do inspiration, positivity. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to encourage you, get out of your own way for your progress, for your motivation, for your inspiration. There's nobody like you, and love that about yourself. Remember, I made it, and you can make it too. You have tuned into your dose of positivity, and I'll see you on the next one.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh,
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself.